Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? This podcast is sponsored by Richard Eidelberg, CPA, PC. Richard has been my personal accountant for 5 years, and our relationship has grown into an incredible friendship. He now serves over 30 members in my business. His firm specializes in corporate tax, financial bookkeeping, and management advisory services for small and medium businesses. His expertise is helping his clients manage the intricacies of tax law and teaching small and medium-sized businesses how to navigate the tough landscape of tax. And I really have to add something personal in here. I recommend Richard to everyone I know. He has financially changed my life and helped me take the worry of the financial part. I earn the money and he teaches me and does everything for me possible. I cannot recommend this man enough. He will work with you to create an action plan in order to organize your business finances, which in turn affects you personally in so many amazing ways that you didn't even know. So you can email Richard at info@thecpausa.com, or you can call him directly at his office at 631-623-2400, and you can visit thecpausa.com to contact and learn more, and we will upload all of his information to the show notes below. Last week was our first week back to full episodes, and I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. So last week we spoke about how to prioritize your success and tips to prioritize. And the tips are important and they're useful. But truly, I want you to remember this. Prioritizing your success begins in your heart and mind. Nothing is more powerful than a made-up mind, and nothing can stop a decided heart. So often we look for tips to time management and all different things. And again, they're useful, but it does begin in our heart. Think of it like this. If you had a jam-packed schedule, a jam-packed calendar, and you feel like you didn't have one more spare moment in your day, and then all of a sudden you met the person of your dreams, the love of your life, like it was instant love. And they ask you what you're doing tomorrow or today, whatever it is that's packed. Okay. And then all of a sudden your reply is like nothing, like I'm wide open. And what's my point here? Some of you might be like, I wouldn't say that, but here's my point. When something's important to you, you're going to find a way. You're going to find a way to make it a priority. And when it isn't, we find an excuse, or we focus so much like, oh, maybe if I just had one more tip. The tips are useful, but remember, it starts in the heart. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics. I don't care what you do for a living. This is really important. Activity, new business, personal activity. What are you bringing to the table? It's the secret to your success, to abundance, to leadership, to love. When we love what we do, we will never work another day in our life, meaning your work inspires you. It pulls you towards your vision. It excites you. So today we're going to be talking about what personal activity and new business does for your success and why it's important, right? So number one, it expands. I probably should tell you guys how, I honestly think I have 18 things to go over. I don't even know. I wrote down a bunch, but I didn't number them. I didn't put notes along with them. I just wrote down whatever hit my heart. Okay. So it expands and grows your leadership. Leaders lead from the front. Leaders are on the field. People follow people who know where they're going and doing the do. Personal activity increases our ability to coach and to lead. We feel truly worthy of teaching other people because we're doing it. It's not like we once did it. Oh, back in Dark 100 or when we did this. It's the ability to look somebody in the face and say, follow me, shadow me, join me. We've got this. It puts you in a position of being chased in a good way. Like my leader's on a mission, versus running after people. Okay. I want a leader that I'm chasing. I'm always looking to expand my vision. Like I'm chasing you, right? Okay. Next one, number 2, keeps you relevant and new. Business changes, times change, technology changes, verbiage changes. Success isn't about doing what we once did, although there's some things that we don't change, right? Because people try to manipulate things or change the core things. There's some things that will never change, but there's a lot of things that do change. And it's all about doing what we're currently doing. We're showing up differently in the world. We're evolving. Okay. Next, number 3, it builds influence. When we are in personal activity, when we're creating new business, when we're earning awards and bonuses and trips and promoting leaders, it expands our influence. People are watching you. Your team's watching you. Your company's watching you. Your family's watching you. People on the outside are watching you. The more you grow, the more confidence you have about what you're building and what you're creating. And people join leaders with influence. They're joining your conviction. They're joining your commitment. Influence is the ability to inspire people to move. It's a whole different level of conversation we have with leaders, right? It's coaching to win versus strategizing not to lose. Think about the energy of a conversation. If somebody says to you, I don't know, I'll give you an example. I don't know who to call. Nobody wants to buy from me. What will your reaction be if you aren't calling anyone and you possibly have the same mindset versus you calling people, right? Every day full of love and vision. The conversation is going to be much different. Okay. Number 4. Personal activity. It increases your energy. Nothing increases energy like new business when it comes to leveling up your success. Personal activity. I've been building my business for 16 and a half years. I'm a top leader. Each time somebody joins me on this journey, I'm elated. I'm energized to the next level. I feel invincible. Every time I sell a product, I feel fabulous. I'm doing the do. I'm walking the walk. We walk different when we are personally growing. Our energy, it's everything. It vibrates. It enters a room before we do. When we have low energy, people don't want to do business with you. They don't want to do life with you. High energy, positive energy is contagious. It grows and develops each and every day. We're in personal activity and creating new business. See, I should have numbered these. I think this one is 4, but could be 5. Okay. Keeps the slight edge going up. We're always moving. We're either growing or we're dying. The process is slow. The results are huge. So the slight edge, I don't know if this is famous, but I also read a book called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. Amazing. One of my favorite books. Okay. When people say top 5, that's one of them. Most people, regardless of their profession, will never again do what they did to accomplish their last promotion. So think about that. It's a really slippery slope. Now think about what doing something every day to grow your personal business will do, right? It's going to keep that slope going up. Personal activity increases our happiness. People want to work with happy people. They want to be around happy people. Happiness is contagious. Show me an unhappy person in business, and I'm going to ask them when was the last time they've been in personal, massive activity. Most people in personal activity, they're happy. That is what they're focused on. They're doing what they love versus stressing out about what needs to be done or what should be done. Happiness is an inside job. And I did a podcast on this back a while ago. Creating personal activity is huge. It builds a positive mindset. When we're in personal activity, we have our mind in check. We're taking ownership for our success. We aren't in blaming mode. People who are not in personal activity somehow find a magical way to find people who also are not in personal activity. And then they get together and they complain about what isn't working, but they're missing the top thing on the list. They are the ones that aren't working. It isn't your company. It isn't the economy. It's you. And it begins with your mindset. When you are in personal activity and creating new business, you're in creation mode versus blaming mode or victim mode. Okay. Next, keeps us in a merit-based mindset versus entitled. I love merit-based. It means success is earned. Income is earned. Promotions are earned. I'm not looking for a handout. Okay. Life is not about past accolades. Success isn't about resting on what we built in the past. We earn success. We don't rest on our success. We build on it. Everyone loves to see their income increase. Everyone loves to see their teams expand. It's so important to realize that we have the power. You are in the driver's seat. No one owes you anything, not your team, not your company. We earn titles. We earn income. Not by what we just did in the past, but today. What are you creating today? And it blows me away when people sometimes complain about their income and yet they aren't working and building like crazy to increase. And that goes for whatever you do. Whatever you do, are you working as hard as your last promotion? We just talked about this, right? Why bench your best player? Why leave your future in the hands of somebody else? When we complain about our income, look at your calendar. How many hours and activity of that calendar was personally yours? You might change your perspective and possibly realize you were overpaid. Your success is merit-based. Your personal activity keeps you in the merit-based mindset. You have the pen to your life and income, so let's level up and own it. Personal activity keeps us from becoming a has-been. People will join you because of the person you are. People will stay with you because of the person you become. And that goes from business, right? Relationships, friendships, you name it. Personal activity keeps you evolving, growing, expanding. It keeps you like full of energy, right? And quite honestly, it keeps what you're doing interesting. It develops skills. Personal activity develops skills. Every day we're in personal activity and creating new. So what happens? You're going to get better at whether it is speaking, whether it's selling, whether it's scheduling, whatever it is, maybe it's teaching, maybe it's a personal trainer, whatever it is. But the more you're going to do something, maybe it's a trade. Okay. Maybe it's working with existing customers or maybe it's like not stepping out of your comfort zone to get that different thing. Maybe like if, for example, if you do a trade, fixing something different, right? And so it's developing skills, personal activity, getting that new job, that next job. Okay. It builds discipline. Building discipline is huge. When you're committed to personal activity, right? Just the way you commit to eat healthy, just the way you commit to exercise, just the way you commit to thinking positively, committing to your business. And we talked about this in last week with prioritizing your success. It builds discipline. Discipline is that bridge from where you are and where you want to level up to. Discipline is that bridge from what you're earning now to what you want to earn by year end. It's that discipline from your management title maybe now to where you want to be in a year from now. That starts with personal activity. Are you ready to own up, level up, and do whatever it takes? Build that discipline. Do it every single day, regardless of the outcome, regardless of the emotions that you're feeling that day. And that discipline is going to pay off dividends big time. Personal activity expands your vision. My gosh, if you're in a business possibly of sales, you're going to get rejection. You're going to learn, right? You're going to build experience. You're going to build grit. You're going to build wisdom. It's going to grow your vision. You're going to improve. You're going to get better. You're going to see the wins. You're going to see the promotions. You're going to see all of this stuff. And all of these wins are going to expand your vision, right? And then when you go and share that vision with people, now all of a sudden you're going to be kind of leveling up the people that are going to be in your inner circle because you're doing you're doing the work, your vision is bigger. And what happens when you have a bigger vision, you're able to catch bigger fish. Bigger people want to do business in life with you because your vision expands, right? You go find me 4 people with big vision. Chances are that 5th person that hangs out with them is not somebody with a little vision. So the more you're personally growing and expanding, you're expanding your vision. Personal activity builds your belief, right? Why are you doing what you're doing? Are you good at what you're doing? Do you believe in what you're doing? Are you confident in what you're doing? Well, guess what, you guys? When I started what I was doing, I really had a lot to learn, but every day that I did it, it was building belief. Every day that I still do it, it's building belief. Belief has a sound. It has an energy, right? People can feel belief when you're looking at them and you're sharing, whether it's whatever it is, because we're all in the business of sales, no matter what we do, right? People know if you believe what you're selling. Do you believe in the words that are coming out of your mouth? Are these words coming out and there's an exclamation point or a question mark? If you're looking at somebody and you're sharing maybe an industry that you believe they should be a part of, do you believe that you can succeed in it, right? Do you believe that others can succeed in it? Because every time you're in personal activity, you're building that belief. And when you have that conversation with somebody, they're like, yeah, I want to follow this person. They believe, right? It builds an abundant mindset versus scarcity mindset. Now we're going to do next week's podcast is going to be on this topic because there's so much that we could dive into when it comes to abundant mindset versus scarcity mindset. Abundance is a mindset. It's knowing that so much is coming your way. And when you're in personal activity, you just know that there's just so much. There's so much coming. The universe has your back. God has your back. New business is flowing. Next level is coming. Next level of income is coming. You're the next people joining your life are coming. Scarcity is holding on to what you currently have with such a tight fist. That could be team members. It could be a job. Maybe that you know that you should be letting go and expanding into the next thing. You're just holding on to your life. We build an abundant mindset and we are personally building, personally growing, personally working our business. And I'm really excited to go into deeper into this next week. Okay. Personal activity keeps you in love with what you're doing. Like love. It's like staying in the honeymoon phase of your profession when you're constantly meeting new people, working with new people, developing new people, bringing in new business, going after, that new client or that new customer and serving people and hearing their feedback and seeing the differences and the changes that are happening in their lives. What is that doing? It's, oh my gosh, I love what I do. I love what I do. Why do you love what you do? Why are you doing what you're doing? And so the more you do it, right? And you do it with abundance and you do it with gratitude and you're taking steps every day to build your personal business. It's going to keep you in love with what you're doing. And love is the most powerful force. It's the most powerful energy on the planet. And people are attracted to love, right? There's either love or there's just not a lot of love, right? There's not enough love. So when we feel anger or frustration or desperation or fear or anxiety and all of those other things that we could feel about leveling up our life and business, it comes from we're really not in love with what we're doing. So let's break that gap. Why? We'll do another podcast on that. Okay. It keeps us creating and building our imagination and vision. It keeps our eyes on the future. When we are creating new, and when we're in personal activity, when we're focused on growth, when we're focused on our dreams, you're going to be blown away that you attract what you want into your business. Okay. It keeps us in a place of growth and being uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable is really good. It's called growth. Being uncomfortable is an emotion that is necessary to move forward. Nothing worthwhile happens in our comfort zone. My friends, personal activity and new business, it creates everything. It cures everything. Be grateful for where you are. Be grateful for each and every dollar you currently earn. Be grateful for every customer, team member, whatever it is you do for a living. Get excited about the future. Your current team will show up bigger when you're on that field, when you're playing to win, when you're coaching to win, when you're casting the vision, when your hair is on fire, when you're leading the back, when you're vibrating with energy, when you're having big conversations, creating activity to invite them, becoming the leader to follow. Remember, a fish dies at the head. Teams win with leadership. Personal activity and business keeps you leading your ship. Your best life is ready for you. It's waiting for you. Get in the driver's seat and do what you know how to do. I believe in you. So next week, we're going to be talking about scarcity versus abundant mindset. Love y'all. Be amazing.